In today's video, I'll be giving you guys the best class combos in 99 nights in the forest for duos, so you and your friends can survive more nights easily. Before we start, I am giving away 100 diamonds to a random person who comments their username in this video, together with the highest nights to survive. Now let's get right into the list. Starting off the list is Gambler and Scavenger. Gambler is a risky but exciting pick, since every chest you open has a chance to upgrade or downgrade, giving you access to rare loot earlier than most players. This adds a layer of unpredictability to your run, since sometimes you'll hit jackpots and other times you'll end up worse off. That's where Scavenger steps in. Scavenger balances Gambler's randomness by speeding up chest openings, adding sack space, and even turning finds into bonus scrap. With these two together, every chest you open matters more, and even risky plays pay off faster. They're inconsistent compared to safer duos, but when things line up, they can build momentum early and snowball into strong late game runs. At number 9, we've got Fisherman and Medic. Fisherman makes sure your team never has to worry about food, thanks to instant casts, quicker hooks, and faster rod leveling. This means your survival needs are covered almost effortlessly, leaving more time to prepare for upcoming nights. Medic complements that perfectly by keeping players alive during tough fights. Faster revives and stronger healing ensure that mistakes don't end your run, which is huge for survival in longer nights. While this duo doesn't have the raw combat power of some higher ranked pairs, they shine in stability. If your priority is keeping runs steady and having backup when things go wrong, this pair is one of the safest you can pick. Next up is Hunter and Fisherman. Hunter increases meat and pelt drops, giving you plenty of trade materials and crafting resources. Fisherman then stacks onto that food supply with fast fishing, better rods, and consistent meals. Together, they completely remove hunger as a problem, while also letting you stockpile food and trade materials for the later waves. What makes this duo solid is its long-term sustain. Even if combat gets tough, they make sure you'll always have resources to cover after fights. They don't bring huge offensive power, but for players who value consistency and outlasting enemies through supplies, Hunter and Fisherman are an excellent pick for long survival sessions. Now, we've got Lumberjack and Camper. Lumberjack's strength is in extra resources. Cutting trees gives extra logs, and saplings often double drop, meaning you'll never run short of wood. Camper focuses on food efficiency, reducing hunger drain, improving night vision, and even starting the game with stew for an early survival boost. This duo is especially strong in early nights where resources are most important. You'll be able to set up bases quickly, stockpile wood, and keep hunger under control right from the start. Their main weakness comes later on, since they don't scale into combat as well as other pairs. They're great for steady beginnings, but they lack the sustain to stay top tier in longer fights. At number 6, we've got Ranger and Hunter. Ranger thrives in combat, starting with ammo and sometimes refunding shots, which allows them to keep pressure on enemies without constantly worrying about running out. Hunter adds utility to the setup by ensuring every fight drops extra meat and pelts, turning combat into both damage and resources. This duo excels at farming waves because they just don't defeat enemies. They profit from every encounter. You'll always have food and materials ready, plus enough firepower to handle mid-game waves. They're reliable across the board, though they don't bring the extreme sustain or defense that pushes other duos higher on the list. Breaking into top 5, Alien and Brawler. Alien dominates from range with energy blasts, while Brawler takes the front line with bonus health, melee power, and regeneration. Together, they create a balanced offense and defense setup. Alien weakens enemies before they reach your base, and Brawler finishes them off up close. Their biggest advantage is wave clearing speed, which makes mid to late nights much easier to survive. However, they don't offer strong solutions to food or resource issues, which can become a problem in marathon runs. Still, for players who want raw power and a reliable frontline-backline combo, this duo is one of the most enjoyable to play. At number 4, we've got Scavenger and Base Defender. Scavenger is one of the strongest resource-focused classes, making looting efficient with faster chest opening, bigger inventory space, and steady scrap income. Base Defender turns that scrap into powerful defenses, boosting both durability and damage of your base traps. This duo isn't flashy, but it's one of the most reliable in long survival runs. One player focuses on gathering while the other fortifies, and together, they create a fortress that scales well into later nights. If your goal is to survive longer through preparation and base defense, this duo has you covered. Number 3 goes to Medic and Support. Medic shines in emergencies, reviving teammates 5 times faster while restoring health and hunger. Support bonds with your partner to absorb damage and deal bonus damage when close together, essentially turning them into a 2-player survival engine. This duo thrives on teamwork. Even if one player goes down or takes heavy hits, the other can keep them alive, turning fights that would end most runs into recoverable situations. They may not help farm resources or deal the highest damage, but their ability to keep each other alive makes them one of the best duos for surviving the longest nights. At number 2, Cyborg and Assassin. Cyborg dominates with alien tech, bringing night vision, energy sustain, and powerful blasts that mow down waves of enemies. Assassin complements this perfectly by adding speed, critical strikes, and knife spawns from chests, which makes early and mid-game fights much faster to clear. The trade-off with this duo is their fragility. Without strong healing or food sustain, one mistake can end the run quickly. But in the hands of skilled players, their ability to shred through enemies and keep knights under control is unmatched. This is the ultimate combat survival pairing for players who want to win through sheer power. Finally, at number 1, Farmer and Cook. Farmer guarantees rare crops and pumpkins from farm plots, while Cook turns those ingredients into seasoned food and hearty stews that restore more hunger and health. Together, they create the strongest sustain engine in the game. What makes this duo unbeatable is that hunger, which is usually the biggest long-term threat, becomes a complete non-issue. On top of that, their healing potential means you're always ready for another night. No matter how long the run goes, if your goal is to survive as many nights as possible, this is the safest and strongest duo you can pick. So that's my list of the best duo class combos ranked from weakest to strongest. These duos will make surviving nights a lot easier. In the next video, I'll cover the best trio class combos, which are even crazier and more overpowered. If you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for a chance to win 100 diamonds.